Good afternoon. I am Aishra, welcoming you all for this important discussion on the contemporary relevance of the constitutional rights. With us are our esteemed panel, Ms. Parvati, Advocate of Supreme Court, Ms. Nega, a political observer, Mr. Maheshwar, a political science teacher, and Ms. Ananya, a student of Kendriya Vidyalaya. To start with, I would like to invite Ms. Ananya to give us an overview about the constitutional right. Ms. Ananya, please.
The Constitution ensures a set of fundamental rights that protect individual dignity, promote social welfare, and upholds democratic principles. These rights are enshrined in the Part 3 of the Constitution and are enforceable by the courts. These are right to equality, right to freedom, against exploitation, right to freedom of religion, cultural and educational rights, and right to constitutional remedies. Together, they reflect on India's commitment to a just and equitable society that balances individual freedom with social duties.
Thank you for your insightful words. Now I invite Ms. Parvati to tell us her legal perspective about constitutional rights and its importance.
As a lawyer, I view constitutional rights as the backbone of justice and democracy. They provide equality, freedom of speech and expression, and protection against exploitation to everyone, irrespective of their caste, creed, or gender. The right to life and personal liberty is the foundation of justice in our courts. Without these rights, the law would lose its purpose, and my duty as a lawyer is to uphold these rights and ensure that justice prevails. After all, the strength of a nation lies in how well it safeguards the rights of its citizens.
Thank you for your enlightening words. Now I invite Ms. Nega, a politician, to share with us her insights about constitutional rights.
As a politician, I believe that the rights enshrined in our constitution is the bedrock of our democracy. It not only protects the freedom of our citizens, but also gives them an opportunity to thrive regardless of their background. Thus, it is our responsibility or duty to safeguard and ensure that it is accessible to all.
Thank you for your thought provoking words. Now I invite Mr. Maheshwar. As a teacher, how do you create constitutional awareness among children, that is our future?
As being in country with the majority of the population being youth, it is essential to teach them constitutional rights and their freedom. As a political science teacher, I would ensure that they learn constitutional rights and freedom at their very early age, which are basics, even regardless of their stream or the subjects they choose. As we know, the students are the backbone of our country and they prosper the country in the future.
Thank you for sharing your experience. Now, I would like to ask Ms. Parvati, in your opinion, why are constitutional rights still relevant in today's global and increasingly digital society?
Constitutional rights are the foundation of a democratic society. In a fast paced world, they are more critical than ever. They ensure the accountability of those in power. Various societal issues put pressure on these rights, making them a vital part of our society. With rising authoritarianism and injustice around the world, these rights act as a mechanism to fight against them.
I totally agree with Ms. Parvati. The relevance of constitutional rights is underscored by the social movements we have witnessed over the last few years, particularly those focused on social and racial justice. Activists have called attention to the systemic inequalities that violate these rights, creating a renewed sense of urgency. It is not enough to have these rights on paper, it must be honored in practice. It is particularly relevant in the case of marginalized communities as they face a trouble or difficulty in exercising their rights due to discrimination.
Thank you, Ms. Parvati. Thank you, Ms. Nega. With this, we can understand that constitution is not only crucial for the human existence, but also for the human development. It ensures that not only people from rich classes and castes, but also minorities and backward class and caste can live with their dignity. Thank you, Ms. Parvati, Ms. Nega, Mr. Maheshwar, and Ms. Ananya. Your perspectives shed light to the role that Constitution plays today and in the future. Let's keep this conversation going and let's work towards a more just society. Thank you to our audience for joining us today.